order to get the Navigator exotic trace rifle, you need to complete the Ghost of the Deep dungeon. On the boss, you can just do the boss, you don't have to do the whole thing all the way through. And it is 1 chance per character per week. You get 3 tries, you can't keep farming it over and over and over and get the weapon. And that's how you get the weapon, and I'm going to be going over how to get the catalyst for this weapon as well, so stick tuned for that. Now, in order to get the catalyst, obviously you have to have the exotic. And how it's going to work, there's going to be 3 different areas where you get the catalyst. So the first area for the catalyst, the first step, is going to be right after you complete the opening encounter. Once you open this door, you're not actually going to push forward. So what we're going to do is from the ending of the encounter, we're going to get on our Sparrow, and we are going to pick a buff up and then deposit it on a statue. So I have my teammates over there waiting. So we're going to jump to a forest area, and then we're going to jump down. And then we take a left. And right in this little doorway where Soda Man is dancing, we're going to collect this. So we collect that, we have Vestige of Light, 1 minute and 20 seconds on the clock. So you got to be a little quick, but 1 minute 20. You don't have to make it all that far anyway. I think you could also have a teammate pause it in the statue, but I'm going to do it just for the sake of the video. I'm going to jump up here. And Ghost is over there waiting on it, so we just jump up. We deposit here. As you can see, it makes the noise. It actually will spawn a boss in. And there's going to be 3 phases, so we need to kill these wizards. Oh yeah, there's the buff. So you kill that wizard, you stand in this buff to take his shield off. And we don't do all of that health that you see at the bottom yet. We're only doing the first chunk of it. We haven't done this yet, so we're kind of learning as we go. Okay, we stand in this. The wizard drops that buff. I have like the worst weapons on for this. Let me change my weapon. Yeah, now we can chunk him now that his shield is off. And there it is. That's the first step of the catalyst. So we're going to go do the next step, which I'm going to show you after. Step of the catalyst. So this is on the way to that first giant boss. And what we're going to do is after we come out of this room, where we jump down, come out of this room. This is where that secret chest is as well. Secret chest is going to be right up there. So for the second part of the catalyst, this is probably the toughest part, I'm going to be honest, of the whole thing, just because you got to be kind of good with the jumping. So the statue that we deposit is right on Ghost. Right there. And how this is going to work is we got to swim down, grab the Ghost Show, and swim all the way back up. So it might take a couple practice tries during this, so you need to do I even did a practice run just because it wasn't looking good. So yeah, we jump down here. Want to grab this bubble. Make sure you grab these bubbles, otherwise you will not make it. And on this jump, just take your time so you don't fall all the way down. And we activate that bubble. And we're gonna go in this room. There's gonna be a bunch of enemies here. I already killed most of them while I was practicing, but yeah, just take your time, kill these enemies. And then we're gonna collect this. We have 1 minute 20. So, seems like you gotta rush, but trust me, try to take your time with the jumps. We're gonna run. Gonna grab this first bubble. And now we gotta go the way that we came from. And you can't like clamber onto stuff either, so just beware of that. So, gotta like line the jumps up. We come up here, line it up, jump, grab this bubble. This one is a little tricky. get like on this high point, jump, get on this other high point, jump, do another jump. We only have 30 seconds left as well, so as you can see that timer goes pretty quick, but we're almost there. The next bubble is right up here. We still have plenty of time. We have 20 seconds left, so hey, we weren't even going fast either. So we're gonna deposit on this, and same thing again. The enemy's gonna spawn in. There he is. Then we'll have the other enemies that will spawn in that we need to kill. I'm gonna go over here. Alright, despawn. Alright, there we go. Oh, we have a symbol. Okay, there's a symbol in the middle while we're doing this. So it looks like the symbol in the middle is a plate that we need to stand on. So that was E. Back there when we killed that one. What's this one gonna be? Okay, despawns once again. Which one is this? So yeah, we gotta match it. That one is... Alright, that symbol changed over there. That one's E. This is T. Okay, so we gotta kill this one. Alright, so you match the symbol with the 3 enemies. And then we stand in the right symbol, and that will actually let us take the shield off this guy. So match the symbol in the middle. Kill that enemy where that symbol is. Stand in that little circle to take the shield off. And then you can just damage them normally. And that's the second step. So, one more time. Just I know it was a little confusing because we're doing it for the first time. We go in, we grab that buff, deposit here. The boss is going to spawn in as well as an enemy over there. An enemy in that area as well as an enemy over there. Take his enemy shield off. It's going to be a giant symbol up top. You just look at whatever symbol it is. Match it with the enemy. Kill the enemy. Stand in the circle. Get the shield off the boss. Kill him. That's it for the second step of the catalyst. We'll be on to the third step, which is after that first giant boss that we're going to be killing. So for the final part of the catalyst, now this room is pretty brutal. You have to run from the beginning here all the way to the end. This is the room where you have all the ogres, the wizards, the shriekers. You kill all the enemies. It's not even worth it because once you collect this, to bring it all the way where Ghost is to that statue, it actually respawns all the enemies anyway. So you gotta, you want to run like Strand to try to like strand your way through. Invis is always gonna be good. And then it's gonna be brutal, a lot of enemies. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna collect it and show you a run and how it works. Just because it's taking me like 3 tries now, so it might take a little bit, but that's fine. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick it up. We have wizards to deal with, as well as the shriekers. But you want to kill the shrieker and the wizards because they melt your health pretty quick. I'm using Wish Ender too. It kind of puts in work on these enemies. And we have a minute, 20 seconds to get through this. There isn't that much time. I'm just kind of running over here. I can take some cover. Revive him. Get more enemies we can kill. And then another shrieker. This one I'm gonna run past. We also have this giant ogre here too. As you can see, not a lot of fun, so Ghost is actually distracting that ogre. So I'm gonna jump above him. We have 15 seconds. Not a lot of time on the clock at all. I'm gonna bubble down so I don't die. And with 3 seconds to spare, we make it. Now the boss is gonna spawn in over here. So we'll see. We have the T symbol once again, so it's the same thing with the symbols. We gotta see who has what. It's over on them. Alright. Try not to die. That wasn't the right one. I'm trying to see like the symbol that matches in the location. Okay, yeah, there it is. It's on these. So that's T right now. That's E. There we go. Alright, I see it now. So we have to do E. So we look on there and get that buff. We have. That one's a little tricky. It's on like the staircase. Okay, now we can damage the boss. I keep attacking him. That. Go, Ghost, go. There we go. We use the finisher. And there it is. Ghost has found the catalyst. Somehow I died using the finisher. But easy loot. Ghost gets the catalyst, as well as I get just some normal loot. I don't have big exotics, so I don't get it. That's it for the video. That final part is definitely going to be the hardest part of the whole thing, truthfully, just because you can get smoked by all those enemies. And as you can see, even with 2 teammates, I barely made it with 3 seconds. So Invis is probably your best way to make it through that. Probably just be so easy. Like Omnioculus, 2 teammates. If you need any help with this, once again, come by the stream, kick.com/tricks. I will be doing plenty of catalyst runs, as well as just dungeon help in general. So if you need help with the dungeon, you want the loot, the exotic, the catalyst, come on by, we'll get it done. What this does is you do a special reload and then fire, and it would create a grapple tangle for you. So you can use your grapple grenade and not lose it, because thanks to this weapon, you'll be able to get your grapple back. It doesn't cost anything when you use the grapple tangle, so it's a pretty good catalyst, I think. The exotic is really good too, it gives you woven mail as well, and then you get a grapple tangle, so a ton of fun with Strand. That's it for the video. If it did help, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you all in the next one, alright? Peace.